Hello, this is James. The website for Burning Nova, the new main box, A Blazing Star Will Be Born, has just been released. But instead of making a 50-minute to an hour-long video on the entire main box, I'm going to make a series of videos talking about the separate archetypes, and then perhaps a final one talking about just the grab bag of tech cards. And for this first video, we're going to be talking about the Maldoches. So our first Maldoche card is Maldoche Knights, a counter trap. When a monster effect is activated, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, negate the activation if you control Maldoche Pudding Princess. Shuffle one random card from your opponent's hand into the deck. This is a really good card, and the main thing that we need to think about is furries, is fur hires, Sage for hire, negating your Maldoche spell cards. So if that effect is activated, you can use this counter trap to negate the activation, and then it doesn't destroy, but if you have Pudding Princess out, you get to reduce your opponent's card economy by 1. That's a good card. Next is MADOLCHEPALOOZA. Special summon any number of Maldoche monsters from your hand, which shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. So this is your Maldoche final push card. I can also see it being used for like a Destiny Hero Plasma or an Egyptian God card. Perhaps we will have a new farming deck using Maldoches and Power of the Tributed and the Winged Dragon of Ra. Okay, Maldoche Tea Break. All right, so here we start seeing the princess, and she's just having a nice little cup of tea and that high-class cookie platter as befits royalty. When a spell trap card is activated, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, return it to the hand. Then, if you control face-up Pudding Princess, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Along with CHATEAU. CHATEAU is a Maldoche card from a Tower Lottery event. Maldoches seem to be a control deck. And the thing you have to know about the Maldoches is they all have the effect of, if they're going to be destroyed by battle or card effect, they get shuffled into the deck instead. So you generally have this activation condition where there are no monsters in the graveyard. You negate any spell or trap, and then if you have Pudding Princess, she adds some gravy to that pie. You can destroy a card your opponent controls. So that's probably stronger than Maldoche Knights, where she shuffles. Well, this negates monster effects and this negates back row. So you'll need a mix of both. But obviously with the Pudding Princess gravy, you get a stronger effect with this card. Maldoche WALTZ, a continuous trap card. Each time a Maldoche monster you control attacks or is attacked after damage calculation, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. I think that the Tea Break and the Maldoche Knights are stronger. So you'll be using Maldoche Knights, Maldoche Tea Break as your archetype back row, and then you have the standard back row, the Walls of Daddy, the Mirror Walls, the Super Rushes, the enemy controllers that every deck can benefit from. And I don't think Maldoche WALTZ will make for a good use of a slot. Maldoche Lesson. Oh, look at her. She doesn't want to learn how to use 8 billion forks. Oh, and she has like a little cherry stuck in her head. That's cute. Target one Maldoche monster in your graveyard. Shuffle that target into the deck. And if you do, all Maldoche you control currently gain 800 attack and defense. Then you can shuffle one other monster from your graveyard into the deck. I think this is kind of a confusing, or not confusing, because again, Maldoches, they get shuffled into the deck rather than going to the graveyard if they're destroyed. So you have to try to get your Maldoches to get into the graveyard, either by tributing them or like Econ tributing them, that kind of thing. I think that Maldoche Knights and Maldochepalooza, Maldoche Tea Break are again the stronger archetype back row. Alright, we have Maldoche Butler Rusk. When this card you control is destroyed by... Oh yeah, so this is the effect that all the Maldoches share. If it's destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, sent to the graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. when this monster is normal summoned, you can add one field spell card from your deck to your hand. The Maldoche field spell is very good. We'll get to it. There must be another face-up Maldoche monster on the field to activate and resolve this effect. So you get a normal summon of him, and he searches the field spell. Maldoche MEWUILLE. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's... Anyway, they have to be destroyed by an opponent's card. You don't get it off of your own Treacherous Trap Hole, for example. Shuffle this card into your deck. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one Maldoche monster from your hand. Any Maldoche monster that you may want, which we will see. And it's a cat sitting on a crepe. We have a first rare, continuous spell, Maldoche Ticket. When a Maldoche card is returned from your side of the field or graveyard to your hand or main deck, so basically when your Maldoches get their effects off, or if they get bounced, add one Maldoche monster from your deck to your hand. This lets you search out Princess. If you control a face-up fairy type Maldoche, you can special summon the monster from your deck in face-up attack position. Instead of adding it to your hand, you can only use the effect of Maldoche Ticket once per turn. So if one of your Maldoches gets destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you get to search a card. If you don't have Puddin' Princess out, you're going to want to search her. And then, if you do already have her out, you can special summon whatever monster that is. So this lets you accumulate Puddin' Princesses, and you think that they'd fight because they're prissy, but they're not. They're very, very good. They've learned their etiquette. Maldoche CHATEAU, the field spell. When this card is activated, shuffle all Maldoche monsters in your graveyard into the deck. All Maldoche gain 500 attack and defense, so it returns all of your Maldoches to the deck. From the graveyard into the deck. It boosts up your monsters. And then, if a monster in your graveyard will be returned to the deck by the effect of a Maldoche monster. So if a Maldoche is destroyed, and then it's going to go back to the deck, you can add it to your hand instead. So this card has inherent recursion. I don't think you want to run 3 of these, because you don't want a hard brick. But you run 1 or 2 plus the Butler Rusk. And the Butler Rusk searches. Though you may wish to use... We'll have to see if it's better to use Butler Rusk or the Space Rover, the Land Rover. Pathfinder, the Pathfinder card. So that Pathfinder is a machine, you play it, you tribute it, and you can search a field spell. But both Pathfinder and Butler Rusk require the use of the normal summon. And just, let me interject the beast real fast. Koala. You can send one beast-type monster from your hand to the graveyard to target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Looks dope. Okay. Alright, another Maldoche monster, Maldoche Gelato. When destroyed by opponent's card, you can shuffle it. When this card is special summoned, you can add one Maldoche spell trap from your deck to your hand. You must control a face-up beast-type Maldoche monster to activate and to resolve this effect. So, the combo here is Gelato. So it searches any Maldoche spell or trap. You must control a face-up beast Maldoche to activate and resolve the effect. And that is, they make it too easy. Maldoche MEWUILLE. So it's only a normal, but this is going to be a critical 3 of for the Maldoches because it gives you the special summon. You play your MEWUILLE, you normal summon it, and then you can special summon Gelato. And Gelato searches the field spell, or searches Ticket, or, you can just go straight into MEWUILLE, special summoning Puddin' Princess! Maldoche Puddin' Princess! While you have no monsters in your graveyard, with your Maldoches, you're generally not having monsters in the graveyard, but if somehow they do end up in the graveyard, you can shuffle them back with the field spell. While you have no monsters in your graveyard, this card gains 800 attack and defense. After damage calculation, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. So even though she's a 5-star, even though she only has 1,000 attack, she gains 800 from having nothing in the graveyard. She She gains 500 from the field spell, so that's 2300, and you special summon her using her precious kitty. This young princess has lost her favorite pet, and she finds it on the path of special summoning, and then she encounters the foe and she becomes fierce and strong. This is a great card, and you don't need all that many. I think obviously more than one would be optimal, but I think 2 at the most, because she can be searched with Maldoche Ticket and she can be special summoned with MEWUILLE. So Maldoche Pudding Princess's effect, you can target one card. When this card battles an opponent's monster, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. So even if Pudding Princess is herself destroyed, she still gets the destruction effect. And if the opponent prevents that with a Super Rush, she comes back with Maldoche CHATEAU. If a monster is in your graveyard, it will be returned to the deck, so she gets returned to the deck because she's being destroyed. You add her to your hand instead. That's it for the Burning Nova Maldoches. They look very sweet, and I look forward to playing and learning about these weird pastry monsters and their lore. They must have some kind of lore with the puzzle pieces and the candy and the general air of make-believe. Thank you for watching.